Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karey Maina. For those who are new, welcome back. Here we love visitors. Welcome to the family. So I'm gonna give you 1 minute to hit the subscribe button kindly, and then we can get on into the video. On today's video, to talk about business. Yes, for anyone who wants to become an entrepreneur, or who wants to just start a small business, either online business or a physical shop business, whatever kind of business you want to start up. Today we are going to talk about the tips and what they know about before getting into business. Yeah. I have my notebook here, so if you see me looking down, I wrote down notes, as you can see, a few points, or the pro tips to help you when starting up a business. Tip number 1 for aspiring business women and men. If you're just, let's say maybe you're in college, university, you want to start a side hustle, just a small business to get to push you with the little that you get. Yeah. So tip number 1, planning. Let me tell you, just because you see someone is doing, let's say, a side hustle of buying shoes and selling them, or doing a tumba business, don't venture into it just because you've seen someone else is doing it and has succeeded in it without planning and without doing research. All that, I'll talk about all that. So for today, our first point being planning. Yes, always ensure that in your planning structure, or your planning section, you have enough, you've budgeted enough cash for the startup budget, you plus you know what you want to venture in. Let's say, for example, if it's shoes, if it's clothes, if you're doing household items like the kitchenwares, if you're venturing into imports like me, how I'm into importing, drop shipping and everything. So if you're doing whatever it is that you want to venture in, kindly ensure that you have a budget of it, and you know everything, or the necessary things you need for starting up the business. You get me? Plus, it is also important to plan. If, let's say, you're a student and you're doing this as a side hustle, or you're someone who's already employed, you already have a job, and you want to venture into self-employment, or just a side hustle after your 8 to 5 job, or whatever it is, if it's online or physical shop, ensure that you already know, you've already planned when you start up this business. If you're a student, how are you going to manage it, that it won't interfere with your studies. And if you're an employed person, kindly ensure to, before venturing into it, before quitting your job, ensure that you have a plan of how you want your business to run. Okay, because even if you won't quit your job, you have your job, you won't be, let's say you're working in the office or employed somewhere else from 8 to 5, honestly, how will your business work? Who will handle your business? And it's only at a startup stage. You can't because it's a small business, you can't employ people to work for you. You're only starting up, so you even don't know how it's going to fare. So you have to be very, very cautious when it gets to planning first before venturing into it. Because if you're employed, what if you quit your job and then it doesn't work? You see, that's a loss for you. But also ensure that you know, like, the timings of how your schedule will be. My pro tip number 2 I'll give you is research. Kindly research. Just because you've seen your friend who has opened up, let's say, a small mini supermarket, now you want to go and open another one just in the same area. Doesn't work like that. Research on, by research I mean, look at your environment or your market area or your clientele. What are they like? What is it that they are lacking around the market? What is it that once you're going to venture into business, once you're going to start up your business, what is it that's going to sell? Okay, because you can tell me, you come here, there's a let's use who there's someone selling vegetables here, and for you, you see there's someone selling vegetables, oh my god, vegetables here, and then you also want to just go start up another shop there selling vegetables. Did you do your research? No, you didn't. Believe you me, in every market there's something that's missing. There's something that's always missing. As much as, yes, it's not a must to open a physical shop. You can do online. Let's say if you see people, there are lots of people who ventured into selling vegetables. You can do deliveries for them. Okay? Right now, that is the current wave. People aren't going to the market. People are ordering online. People are going, like, they're ordering, then they call the, let's say, the motorbike delivery. They bring the items or the stocks in their house. So, like, do your research very well, kindly. If you see someone selling shoes, if you see someone selling clothes, don't venture into that. Don't, like, push yourself to do the same thing. As much as you have passion to do the same thing, try doing it online. Okay, I'm advocating for online so much because with online business, I ventured into online business in 2018. That's when I started. No, 2019. No, actually it was 2018. That's when I started online business. With online business, let me tell you the pros and the cons, like, of online business. First of all, you need to have lots of cash to start up the business. You can start up small. When I started small. I didn't have cash to, like, start up, like, the whole business and everything. I just started, like, selling online. I opened an online shop, and that's how I started off. When people order, they have, like, this is more of drop shipping. When people order, let's say if I have a client, the client orders, they have to make payment, so that I, being the middle person, I have to go to the supplier and get the orders from the supplier. And then from there, the client gets the order. Now you get it. That's the whole way, like, the whole thing of drop shipping and the online business. For online business, as much as nowadays there are so many cons in behind, like, online business and everything, I understand. But in every business, you can tell me everyone doing online business is a con, honestly. Yeah. So everything has its risks. If you want to start up an online business, or, yeah, let's talk about online business. If you want to start up an online business as a college student, or as someone who has an 8 to 5 job, you need to ensure that you have a supplier that won't let you down, and that's where your research comes in. You need to ensure that you have a very trustworthy supplier, the one that when you order, like, they send you photos of what they have or items of what they have, you post them, you sell them, and when your clients when you get a client and they want, you just tell the supplier to deliver the item to the client, you see. So it's as simple as that. Anyway, that's where your research comes. That's why I've told you, ensure you've done thorough research kindly. Because with that, you'll get knowledge and insight on the business you want to venture in. My third pro tips or top tips for aspiring business people, kindly ensure that you have like good mentors, like mentorship basically. Good mentors, you can have one mentor, you can have as many mentors as you want, as long as they give you insight of what you want to venture in. They're giving you knowledge of what you're getting yourself into. You get, mentors are supposed to guide you through. They're supposed to teach you and guide you through on whatever it is that they're mentoring you. So as a mentor, you ought to get someone who will guide you through, who will tell you the do's and don'ts, who will tell you the disadvantages and the advantages, and they have to ensure that whatever you're doing, you've done your research, you've done your planning, you've done your everything. Okay? Another point on mentors, not only do they tell you like the insights of entrepreneurship and everything. As a mentor, if you are a mentor, you're supposed to guide someone, right? Tell them that you don't, as a upcoming business person, if you're venturing into business, it's not as if you'll start your business today, you don't expect it to peak the next day. Believe you me, when it comes to starting up businesses, it takes almost 1 year for it to peak, for you to see the profits. Okay, like countable profits, the ones that you can say these are the profits that I made out of this business, this and this is what I made out of this business. So don't and like get yourself into entrepreneurship expecting you started today, tomorrow you're a businesswoman, you have all the money. Yeah, we know, like easy money, we all know how easy money comes, but when it comes to business, it doesn't come that easy, because there's competition. One thing, there's competition. In competition, you're selling the same things, but price ranges, like different pricing. You can find your item is expensive than someone else who's selling cheaper. Of course, there are those who will go for cheaper things. Plus quality. I always tell people, when you come to me telling me that, let's say you've seen on my business page, like there's something, a certain item, and you see it's expensive, you come to me telling me it's expensive, I'll be like, okay, I'll try and reason with you for you to see why is a certain thing sold like at a cheaper cost than another thing. You get me? Yes, that is what I mean. Quality, always check on the quality. When you venture into business, don't sell like cheap quality, like these fake quality things. As much as, yes, they're all over in the market. Don't, because you'll have lots of competition. Plus, you need to, before venturing into business, you have to know, like, you have to have a certain clientele base already. Because I'm telling you, online, people call it online hawking, people call it hawkers online. Because you have to post, you have to be persistent, constant. Every single day, you have to post your items. You can even not make a sale a day. In a week, you cannot make a sale. The next week, you make maybe one sale. The other week, you make all the week, throughout the week, maybe you make sales. So business, you ought to have like a very, very tough heart to understand business, to be able to conquer this business streets and everything. Mostly online business, because by the time also for you to convince a client, like, because they are saying, maybe they say you might be conning them, because I've told you nowadays con women are everywhere, mostly in online businesses. They're there. So by the time you try to get a client, or to convince a client you're genuine, it's hard. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Yes, you. It's up to you, actually. You have to be really persistent with it. You really have to be very, very persistent when it comes to business. Not only online, even in physical. My fourth and I think my last point, motivation. Not just any motivation, self-motivation is the one that will push you to do business. Is the one, you see, when every day that you wake up, you better have that self-motivation. You better remember why you started the business. Okay? Because you can't start business today and then you see you've not made sales and then you give up. No. And no. So you have to have like self-motivation for sure. Motivate. Gosh, I motivate. This is so embarrassing. Anyway, you have to have like motivate yourself every single day. When the day starts, motivate yourself. Even if you're not going to make sales, you're not certain you're going to make sales, but motivate yourself, push yourself, because as much, yes, you'll keep on posting, but the more you keep on posting, the more you'll like attract more people, and they'll see, oh, this is a genuine person. The more you'll attract people, they'll be seeing your products, because not everyone has money every day they see a product they want to buy. I cannot have money today, and tomorrow maybe when you post something and I want it and I have the money, I'll just definitely buy it. Okay? So motivation. I'm telling you, motivation every day, every single day. Self-motivation, because as I said, you really need to have a tough heart. Oh, and one thing, let me not lie to you, or let no one lie to you, that don't lie to yourself that you're starting this business that you're going to sell to your family and friends. My friend, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Don't start a business gauging your clientele on your family and friends. No. Don't. Because your family and friends, you'll be shocked. You just know that. Start a business like wanting to attract clients from outside, from people you don't know. Because if you rely on family and friends, I think we know better. Anyway, yeah, that was it for me. Anyway, I'll try and check what I've missed out currently, and then I'll do another video, a more detailed video. And if you'd like to know more about maybe online business, drop shipping business, like the importing business, holla at your girl. Yeah, holla at me. Yeah, so that was it from me. Just to remind you, the 4 pro tips that I started off with, and that I've seen many people doing before venturing into business. 1, as I told you, planning. Ensure you plan everything, like the know about the startup budget, how your life is going to work out with the business, if you're a student or if you're employed. Number 2, do research. Do research of what you want to start selling, either online or physical shop. Do your research very well. Always research on what people are lacking in your area, what will sell. Remember also services, rendering services. That is business also. Number 3, I told you, mentorship. Ensure you get someone who will mentor you through before starting up this business. Someone who will sit you down and talk to you and tell you the do's and don'ts, the advantages and disadvantages of business. It's not a walk in the park, that's for sure. It's not a walk in the park. So don't start a business expecting it to be a walk in the park. Like, oh, I'm a business lady. Oh, no. And number four. What was it? Self-motivation. Ensure you motivate yourself every single day to go on with, like, to push on. Ensure you have something that's driving you to keep on pushing with that business of yours. Whichever business it is, ensure you motivate yourself. Anyway, that was it from me, guys. Hope to see you next time. Comment on the comment section what you would like to see from me next. Bye.